Hello, crypto boys and ghouls, and welcome back to the channel, Tales from the Cryptmancer, where we feature content on play and earn games on the blockchain, such as ravenquest. And in today's video, I wanted to respond to a comment from one of our audience members on a recent video around ravenquest, giving their insight into Raven Dawn and the potential future of ravenquest, and also wanted to share comments from a veteran Raven Dawn player from that ecosystem that has much more experience than myself, because I didn't play Raven Dawn previously, to get their opinions. And I think it's a very interesting conversation that we have here. And a shout out to Cyborg from Cyborg TV on Twitch. I'm going to leave a link to his Twitch channel. Definitely, if you're looking for insight into ravenquest and just really good, helpful game commentary, definitely recommend you check out his Twitch channel. And shout out to Cyborg for sharing his knowledge and his insight and his opinions, because I think it makes for a compelling discussion here. And let me first go into the comment here that we had on our recent ravenquest video. It comes from Marion Fred here. Shout out to Marion Fred. Thank you for the comment. And I think what's important, anytime we have discussions in the video descriptions and details, and just on the channel in general, I think the mentality that I have in my videos and on my channel is, we like to have a realistic viewpoint of what works, what doesn't work, what's good in crypto, what's good in Web3, what's maybe not so great, and have intelligent discussions, right? And kind of talk about this area and space, and really kind of get to the details. And what Marion Fred here says, and I'll quote what they said: "I have played Raven Dawn, Raven Quest before adding crypto, and game was alive 6 months, then it died. Dev team is very small. Also, they don't have good ideas how to make game entertaining and balanced. Game will be fine first few months, but later it will start going down. Also, idea of switching game from non-crypto to crypto is straightforward cash grab, in my opinion. I do not recommend investing on it." And again, I appreciate Marion Fred for sharing this comment. And I thought it was interesting because, this is obviously someone that's played Raven Dawn before and has some opinions on the either success or failure of that game and how it translates to ravenquest. And because ravenquest just had its global launch a few days ago here, Friday, I believe it was March 14th, I'm curious to see how this plays out with Web3 enabled and with the future of ravenquest. We look at Twitch. I mean, earlier this afternoon, there was over 3,000 viewers watching various Twitch streams around ravenquest, people playing ravenquest. And it seems to have very organic growth. None of these were sponsored streamers or anything like that. They were paid big dollars. It was just a lot of people watching and enjoying ravenquest. And it's kind of interesting for me to try and understand or predict where this goes from here. Does it continue and gain traction and gain more and more of a following and more players, or does it fizzle out and burn out, like Marion Fred says what happened to Raven Dawn in 6 months? And do we visit this here in December of this year and see a dead game and a dead community? And what I want to do is I want to share Cyborg's comments on this question or this statement, and get another viewpoint from another Raven Dawn veteran, and also ask Cyborg, what he thinks could be done differently in ravenquest that could save it, from some of the challenges that Raven Dawn had. So we're going to play a clip from Cyborg on his Twitch stream answering some of these questions and comments. And just, again, a warning here. Cyborg is very direct and very blunt in his commentary. So if you have virgin ears or children nearby, you might want to, mute or rethink about watching this audio a little bit later. But that being said, let's hop into the clip and see what Cyborg has to say.
Okay. So Tails, I'm gonna give as much of a TLDR on this as I can. You can ask some more clarifying questions if you want to. Obviously. From the top, a lot of the statement that the commenter made on your YouTube thing is very true. A lot of it is very true. In 5 months, the game was basically dead. The Raven Dawn, okay? One of the reasons for that is very simply that the player base out-leveled the devs team ability to develop end-game content. People got to end-game and there was essentially nothing to do. Okay? Other than just to continue grinding for nothing. And there was really no... At the time that I quit the game, there was really no foreseeable, tangible time or time frame for when I was going to get in-game content. It's one of the reasons I quit. A lot of people quit for a lot of other reasons, but I think that was the main overarching one. There's a lot of other stuff, like there was balance changes, there was some decisions with like giving everyone 3 houses and stuff that wrecked the economy at first and things like that. When the game died, the economy also died with it. Because if you can't tell with this game, the economy kind of relies upon people being out in the world and killing things and putting it on the market. It's really hard to craft things if you have to go like farm all of your own fucking monster drops, right? Instead of just being able to like buy it from the market. Now, as to kind of the second part, I'm gonna take your 3 things here kind of separately. Dev team is very small and they don't have good ideas how to make a game entertaining and balanced. The dev team is relatively small, but 100 people I would not call like tiny. I think that the game is really fun and somewhat well balanced, other than the protection skill or archetype. I think protection has been overtuned and they don't know how to balance that particular archetype at all, because it's way fucking overtuned. It always has been. I find the game fun from 1 to 75. I enjoy it, or I wouldn't be back here doing it again. Okay? Because you're going to see what I mean. This game is a motherfucking grind. Once you get to... You guys haven't felt it yet. When you get to 50 and shit, you're going to fucking... We'll see who makes it after that. I think they have good ideas how to make certain things fun. They just don't have enough end-game content. They don't have enough dungeons. They don't have enough group content in the game yet to make it feel really fun, bro. In my opinion. I hope that by the time that we get to the end game here, they maybe have some stuff planned and they'll add it. Okay? Second, or third rather, game will be fine. I'm going to kind of read this out. Game will be fine the first few months. Then it'll start going down. And also, any idea of switching a game from non-crypto to crypto is straightforward cash grab. I don't know a fucking thing about crypto, Tails. I literally nothing. I don't even have a wallet. I don't have a wallet, none of that shit, bro. I don't fucking know the goddamn thing about crypto coin or none of that shit. I don't give a fuck about it. I'm here for the game. So I can't really speak on what this actually looks like, but I can give you my personal opinion of NFTs and crypto in general. I just think it's kind of a giant scam as it is. I don't think that this game is a scam or a cash grab. I think that Niter has a legitimate game and is legitimately trying to make a game that works. Okay. I don't think there's any sort of ill will going on here or trying to quote unquote scam people. I think the entire idea of quote unquote investing into a video game to get money back out of it is ludicrous, in my humble opinion. And I say that about any video game, not this one specifically. But yeah, overall, the game did die the first time in 5 months, bro. But that's just straight up true. So I guess that's my... Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I said it was going to be TLDR, but it was a little longer than that, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, for real, man. If they just added the 2 things, like if I wanted to say like 2 tangible things that they need to add to this game to like give it some longevity and like end game like legs, if you will, what Kogel just said, dungeons, possibly raids later on that like maybe require more people. The more quests like the Dragon Quest. When everybody gets to the Dragon Forge quest, you guys are gonna have a great time doing that. That's fun. It's really fun content. You got a quest line, you got a big fucking dragon, you need a decent group to do it. Like that's a fun quest. More shit like that at in game. Dungeons at end game that you need to do that are rewarding in some way or another. I think they took a really great step in the right direction when they added echo scrolls. More shit like that at end game, right? Also, on the other end, one of the most best parts of this game, man, is fucking PvP. That's why we play this game because it has great PvP. We need fucking arena, bro. Like, how do we not have a fucking a ranked, somewhat ranked arena thing, dude, that we can fucking grind for and maybe it gives some rewards. Maybe it's just simply an MMR thing. I don't even care if I get rewards out of it. Let me kill people and have a fucking leaderboard, bro. I don't give a fuck if I don't get a single thing out of it. Um, I just don't think the PvP at endgame. Rifts were a great, really great direction, man. Rifts are fun, but we need more than that, dude. Having a GVG for 15 minutes once per week and rifts is just simply not enough like meaningful PvP content. And I wouldn't be playing this again if I'm not saying anything that I don't think they already know. I just think they need to develop it, right? Or need to polish it, whatever they need to do, right? Um, I don't know shit about making a game. I don't know anything about coding, so I don't know how long this shit takes. I can't sit here and say, oh, why can't they just do this, right? I don't fucking know how to fucking make a fucking video game. Um, so I think that they, you know, if they can just add like those two tangible things that I've just said, dungeons and arena, man, that would be a really great step to what you just said in terms of avoiding the fate of Raven Dawn.
So there you have it. You had some great commentary and some suggestions as well from Cyborg on how the Tavern Light games here could avoid the kind of the downfall of Raven Dawn from a player base perspective. It seems like in Raven Quest by adding more endgame content in the form of dungeons, more group based questing and quest lines, as well as focus on PvP arena and some form of leaderboard around that portion of the game that would be outside of uh, the echoes and the aether riffs. So definitely, I think those are great suggestions. I'm pretty sure the team knows about some of the challenges that Raven Dawn had, and I'm sure they are working on game modes and solutions to, make sure that that kind of end game stall is not present in Raven Quest here. We'll see for sure. It'll probably come up on a future AMA with Niter and the team as well. So I'm curious to see what they talk about there. And yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. Is the future for Raven Quest bright, or is it already predetermined based on what happened in Raven Dawn? And is there no way to reverse course and fix that outcome? Let me know in the comments below. And until next time, keep stacking those stats.
That's entertainment.